Hello everyone! This is your favorite Murtid live once again. And today we will go through some disturbing text messages. I would like you guys to have some courage, honsla, to go through with them. They are very disturbing, but that's what jihad is. That is exactly what jihad is. So we are going to go through with them. Let me welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Victor, Ashurji, Truth Defender. Truth Defender is saying James White upon his handling. Okay, yeah, James White is he's a stupid idiot. CT, welcome brother. Chloe Wicked, welcome everyone. Air Church, FOH, and welcome Dragana Danares, always the dragon of our Lord Jesus Christ. She is awesome, Denny, and everyone. And if I missed anyone, please excuse me for that. Patriot, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. God bless you all. Welcome here. Peace of Christ with me, everyone. So, yeah, uh, today we will have some stuff to share, and then we will go into Quran to show how it is absolutely perfectly prescribed by Muhammad, and you cannot do that. You cannot do anything regarding that. Uh, so why I'm doing it? I'm actually doing it to tell and show to our Westerner people that this is what true Islam is. Because in the West, they proclaim something else, whereas it is something else. And the major issue is that they can lie about it. They can just simply lie about it. So, yeah, I wanted to say so much more right now, but you can see I am lost with my words, a lot of words that I wanted to say. But, you know, I want these Muslims to come up and refute me. By the way, any Muslim who will come into my channel today, let no one block him. Let him come up live. Let except for these trolls, as you can I can already see the trolls are here. So yeah, you can definitely block these trolls. Other than trolls who are not spamming my channel, who wants to have a reasonable talk, yes, bring them up. So yeah, keep all these spammers off. Thank you all my moderators for doing that, for all the help that you are providing. And we have Google PBUH as well. By the way, brother, Google PBUH, is this peace be upon him, or is this peace be upon him? So, anyhow, uh, if a Muslim comes up, he is more than welcome to join me live and refute me. And I would like these Muslims to change their Quran, because that's what Quran is saying. And because that's what Quran is saying, they cannot run away from this subject. Prophet Google, Salamul Masih, brother. Salamul Masih. God bless you. So, without any delay, let me go into it as fast as I can, because I will have to cover a lot of stuff today. Let's see some of the comments first before I go deep into it. There is a comment on which I actually created Let's go into these comments to begin with. All right. Jihadist Hanbaliyat. I want to say it Hanbaliyat, but Hanbaliti. So Hanbali is a particular madhab of Islam, comes from Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and I have shown you in the previous discussions already that according to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, killing a murtad is compulsory, it's within hudud, and this guy is proclaiming, I would conduct the beheading myself on an apostate if I could. Islam is a religion of peace. That's what they proclaim. In the West, I have seen a couple of latest videos of Ali Dawa, which I'm not going to play over here at all, where he is saying that attack on Hatun Tash is is bad. He condemns it. This attack, brutal first degree assault on Hatun Tash, according to him, it is condemned by Islam. He is the same guy, Ali Dawa, who said apostates should be killed through an imam and he will be watching. So, and then we have this jihadist who comes in and says, his name is jihadist. His name is jihadist. And he says, yeah, I would conduct the beheading myself on an apostate if I could. Let me give you another one. I made a public comment on this one as well. So let me just bring this up for on the screen as well. Let's see if I can. How can I do go to next video? Can I? I cannot. Why can't I? That's just so strange. Let's see if I can do this way. Can I? Okay, I have to show the other screen. All right, so this guy, I have done the translation and I have already shared it publicly. Uh, he said, Adam Seeker, sister Effer, you are wajibul qatl. It is halal, not halal. It is wajib. So if a Muslim would not do something which is wajib, he's a sinner. So it's compulsory basically, because if you do not perform the wajib acts, if an act is wajib and you do not perform it, it will be a sin upon you. So what he actually proclaimed is that you are wajib to be killed. Where do you live? So wajib to be killed means that if a Muslim will not kill me, he is a sinner. That's what he is proclaiming. So you understand what he is proclaiming. He is proclaiming any Muslim who does not kill me, he is a sinner. He's going to burn in hell. And he starts with sister Effer. Let me show you another one. Now imagine this person is a lady. It's a she. It's a female. It's a female. She says, go and give dharna somewhere else. Do not comment me again. Varna lazim hai tera marna. Otherwise, it is compulsory that you be killed. Chal nikal, get lost. She's a female. She's a female Muslima. She's a female Muslima. That's a comment. वरना लाजिम है तेरा मरना. Otherwise, it is compulsory that you die. So she used the word marna, means you die, so that it will become a tone. Just like Quran, which is in a poetry, she used the poetic term dharna, karna, marna. So because it was poetic, she did not say, and she made a poetry. Let's read the poetry. जाकर कहीं और दो धरना, अब मुझे कमेंट न करना, वरना लाजिम है तेरा मरना. So she made a poem. In a poem, she's threatening me. So even the threat is poetic. Even the threat that she is giving is poetic threat. So and and this is, she's a female, and she made a poetry to threat. Maybe because she didn't wanted YouTube to delete her comment or something like that, so she made a poetry. जाकर कहीं और दो धरना, मुझे अब मुझे कमेंट ना करना, वरना लाजिम है तेरा मरना. चल निकल. Man. Like, you have to be extremely creative to so yeah, it's just, it's awesome. It's awesome how creative they are when it comes to these kind of things. I wish that they would actually see that they become creative in learning Islam, knowing Islam, and understanding Islam. This guy is an Indian guy. This Indian guy says this. This is a particular abusive terminology of the street language of India and Pakistan. So it will be hard for you to comprehend, but I'm going to do word by word translation because it's a street language. So you can understand, you have to read between the lines. So it's a street language. Bhan ke lode, which means the male private part of the sister. So how sisters do not have male private parts. So basically, he is giving the male private part to my sister. चुद्दी के कहने तेरी ट्रिनिटी की माँ की चूत रंडी के, and then he used all the foul language and the body parts of female in all the worst kind of street language. And then he said the female private part of your mother. So he went into, so in other words, he said, F your sister, F your mother, you are a whore, means me is a whore. Come to India and you will know. Come to India and you will know. I will F your mother. I will F your mother. So, a very great street language that he used. You know, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? So this is very important that you need to understand why are they doing this. Because Muhammad said that if you see a munkar ad-din means the one who rejects Islam, Allah, and His Prophet. If you see a munkar ad-din, if you see a munkar, the one who rejects Allah and His Apostles' message, stop him by your hands. means by fighting, punching, kicking, by using a sword, etc., etc., etc. If you are not capable to do that, if you are not capable of using a sword, then at least do it by your mouth. Then at least do it by your mouth, by your words. And if you cannot even do it by your words, at least know in your heart that it is wrong and he is a munkar. Let me show you some ahadiths on this before I show you certain other pictures, because I wanted to show you why I'm showing you these pictures, so that you would understand the true reality of Islam. It's very important to understand that there is an Islam, the Western Islam that you guys know, and then there is an Islam which is the true Islam. Okay, all right. So the word over here is munkar. Okay, understand that the word here is munkar. They will translate it in English as evil, but basically munkar means the one who rejects, the one who rejects. So basically it says, I heard the messenger of Allah saying, whoever among you sees an evil, the one who rejects, not an evil, the one who is munkar, let him change it with his hands. The first degree is use hands. Go to jihad, go kill them, go stop them. If he cannot, then use his tongue. So abuse him, stop him by using your tongue by any means necessary. If he cannot, then with his heart, and then this is the weakest of the faith. So if you just know it and you do not even say anything against it, this is the Zaiful Iman. This is the Zaiful Iman. This is the worst of your deen, worst of your religion, worst of your faith, worst of your faith. And we can see it in multiple other hadiths. This is Sahih, by the way. It is Sahih, and you will see it in multiple other narrations as well. I've opened all of them. The same narration is here. This is by Muslim, Imam Muslim. He is quoting it in this hadith. This is a longer hadith of Sunan ibn Majah. It says that Al-Quradi said, Marwan brought out the pulpit of the day of the Eid and started with the sermon before the prayer. A man said, Oh Marwan, you have gone against Sunnah. You have brought out the pulpit on this day and it was not brought out before, and you have started with the sermon before the prayer, and this was not done before. So basically during the Eid, the sermon is done after the prayer. On the Friday, the sermon is done before the prayer. So here the Marwan is doing the sermon after the prayer, before the prayer for the Eid, which is supposed to happen after. So Abu Sa'id said, as for this man, he has done his duty. I heard Messenger of Allah say, whoever among you sees an evil can change it with his hand by action, let him change it with his hand. If he cannot do that, then with his tongue. And if he cannot do that, then with his heart. And this is the weakest of faith. So because he spoke out, he used the second degree. The first degree was he should have taken it inside. By the way, here they are using it as different. Now, if we see in other narrations, once again, here the word is munkir. Munkir. Munkir means the person who rejects. Man ra'i minal munkir. The one who rejects what Muhammad and his Allah said. Because same is the case, it was not evil. What this guy is doing is not evil. So because if you translate it evil, then this guy did not do an evil thing. He actually gave a sermon to the Muslimin. How is this evil? This is not evil. He just gave a sermon. Instead of giving the sermon after the prayer, he gave it before the prayer. Now, is this an evil thing? No. It is just going against what Allah's apostle said. Not an evil, but going against what Allah's apostle said. Because Allah's apostle said, do the sermon of the Eid after the prayer, not before. So he started to do the sermon before the prayer. So this guy started and saying it right over there with his mouth. So you need to understand, when somebody gives you that the munkar means evil and you should do that in America, in UK and everywhere else, it's allowed to do that. It's wrong translation. Munkar is the one who does something against Allah and his apostle. Now, understand it from the other perspective, that in America, let's say these Muslims are living and they see a person buying alcohol. Okay, what should they do if they see a person who's buying an alcohol? They should stop him by their hands. If they cannot stop him by their hands, they should stop him by their mouth. If they cannot stop him by their mouth, they would have to know that it is wrong in their hearts. This is the reality. This is, and I'm showing you these two references because imagine the current president of America quoted this hadith. This is how ignorant our Westerner people are, that even the president of America actually quoted this hadith. The president of America actually quoted this hadith. I wish the president of America would learn and understand the Islam in its essence rather than whatever Imam told him something and he is just regurgitating what that particular Imam said rather than understanding what the Arabic terminology is and what the context is. Because I just showed you the hadith that even if a person is giving the sermon before the Eid prayer and the sermon is supposed to happen after, this hadith was quoted. Now imagine someone who is actually buying an alcohol. Imagine somebody who's buying an alcohol, how much more this hadith is implemented on it. And our current president, I pray for him that the Lord will give him the wisdom and the courage to learn and understand before stating these things out in public. Now listen to what he says.
Hadith from the Prophet Muhammad instructs, whomever among you sees a wrong, let him change it with his hand. If he is not able, then with his tongue. If he is not able, then with his heart.
So he used the terminology wrong instead of using the correct terminology, which is munkar. Now, you have seen this hadith. This is the hadith. This hadith, which is about the munkar, how is this evil or wrong when this is being used here when the person is giving the sermon? So, how is giving sermon a wrong? It's not wrong. It is a munkar, an act which is not according to the desire of Prophet Muhammad. So the desire of the Prophet Muhammad is that you should allow 4 marriages. Why don't you allow 4 marriages in America? The desire of the Prophet Muhammad is that you should allow the not to be alcohol should not be sold. So why is it being sold? So you see, there are so many problems that he does not understand and comprehend because he is told the narrative of the Western Islam and he does not know what real Islam is in essence. And I'm showing you these hadiths after hadiths on the same narration. It is in Jamia Tirmidhi, it is in Muslim, it is in Bukhari, it is in Sunan ibn Dawood. As you can see, it's Sunan ibn Majah and everyone. And they are showing the same reference of the same thing in different locations, and I don't know how else I can show you. All right, so now let me show you. This is what Quran says about it. Quran actually says, Kutiba alaykumul qital. Warfare is ordained for you. So Allah is saying that you have to be in warfare. Though it is hateful unto you, but it may happen that you hate a thing which is good for you. So the Muslimin who hate being in war, being in the state of jihad, they are actually going against Quran, because Allah says that when you say that it you hate this thing, you hate this thing. What thing? You hate being in fighting, in warfare. But it may happen that you hate a thing which is good for you, which is good for you. And it may happen that you love a thing which is bad for you. And hence Allah knows the best. So Allah knoweth, you know not. So warfare is ordained for you. And Yusuf Ali, one of the very deceptive translation, but still he has to translate it. Fighting is prescribed for you and you dislike it. So Muslimin, you dislike fighting, but it is prescribed for you. But it is possible that you dislike a thing which is good for you, and that you love a thing which is bad for you, but Allah knoweth and you know not. So for every Muslim, you have to be in a state of jihad no matter what. You have to be, because this is what Allah has prescribed upon you, and there are multiple ahadiths and references which describes that. At the same time, war is peace. Toby Shakud. I think that must be a sarcastic comment, but I hope it is. So what are we describing over here? We are describing over here that Allah said you have to be in war. Now, for every Muslim who would say, read the context. Okay, read the context. Let's read the context. Tafsir Ibn Abbas. Warfare is ordained for you in times of general call to arms with the Prophet, PBUH, though it is hateful unto you, hard on you, but it may happen that you hate a thing, fighting is in the way of Allah, in that you may obtain martyrdom and spoils, abstaining from fighting in the way of Allah, in that you will not obtain martyrdom or spoil, that fighting in His way is better for you, that abstaining from the fighting in His way is bad for you. So this is how Ibn Abbas referred it. Jalalain. Prescribed for you obligatory is fighting disbelievers, though it is hateful to you, but nature, because of the hardship involved. Yet it may happen that you hate a thing which is good for you. It may happen that you love a thing which is bad for you. Kashani. Prescribed for you is to fight against the soul of Satan. Soul and Satan, not soul of Satan, sorry. Soul and Satan. So he added Satan as well. This is more of a Salafi Sufi hadith, so Sufi translation, so they added Satan. Though it would be hateful to you, more bitter than the taste of I clove, I don't know what that is, and more terrible than the bones crunching bite of a lion, yet it may happen that you hate a thing which is good for you because your veils, etc. etc. Same. Ibn Kathir, the most famous Ibn Kathir. Jihad is made obligatory. What is made obligatory? Jihad is made obligatory. It's obligatory. It's compulsory. In this ayah, Allah made it obligatory for Muslim to fight in jihad against the evil of the enemy who transgress against Islam. Abu Zayd recorded jihad is required from every person, whether he actually joins the fighting or remains behind. Whoever remains behind is required to give support if a support is wanted, to provide aid if an aid is needed, and to march forth if he is commanded to do so. If he is not needed, then the remain behind it is supported by Sahih, and he's giving different references. Whoever dies but neither fought nor sincerely considered fighting will die a death of jahiliyyah. So if You do not go into jihad when the jihad is called upon. Then, by itself, if you die in natural death, you died in the state of Jahiliyyah, means without being a Muslim, and hence you will be in hell. That's how Ibn Kathir is explaining it to you. There is no hijrah, migration from Makkah to Medina after the victory, but only jihad and a good intention. But only jihad and a good intention. If you were required to march forth, then march forth. Means fighting is difficult and heavy on your heart. Indeed, fighting is, as Ayah describes, as it includes being killed, wounded, striving against the enemies, enduring hardship and traveling. And Allah says, this and this and that, this and this and that, this and this and that. So basically, what I'm trying to explain to you that this is not a verse that you can refer to a particular time. It's a general command. It's a general statement. It's ordained on the Muslimin. And then Quran chapter number 5, verse number 33 actually says, whoever wages war against Allah and his apostle, every ex-Muslim, every Islamic polemics channel, every apologist is waging war on Allah and his apostle by their mouth. By their mouth. I have shown you the second degree, second level of war is by mouth, from your tongue. Bil lisan. In Islam, there are three types of jihad. Jihad with shamshir or bil yaday. Bil yaday, bil hand, with hands. Bil lisan means by your tongue, by your mouth, by your tongue. Bil lisan, literal meaning of lisan is your tongue. And bin nafs. Nafs means your heart, your inner self. So jihad is described in three different ways. So anyone who's saying anything against Allah and His Apostle, like I'm doing, rather, even though that I'm not saying it against it, I'm just showing what's written, and they think that it's against. I'm actually showing exactly what's written, and I'm proclaiming it, and that becomes an Islamophobe. You know why it becomes an Islamophobe? Let me show you another picture. You know, people come and say that I'm an Islamophobe. Because the new definition of Islamophobe is a non-Muslim who knows more than they are supposed to know about Islam. That is the new definition of being an Islamophobe. If you understand this definition of Islamophobe, you will know why, according to these people, I am an Islamophobe. Even though that I'm not saying anything against Islam, I'm saying everything what is written about Islam. So I become an Islamophobe because I know more than what I should know. And hence I am rejecting their scholars in the West, because whatever I am saying over here, may God be my witness, it is stated in Pakistan 99%. But they will not use the term pedophile. Pedophile is a term. But Muhammad did married a 9 years old at the age of 53. They proclaim it. Jihad is proclaimed in Pakistan. Everything that I have said over here, 99% of these things are proclaimed in Pakistan, in Iran, in Iraq, in Indonesia, in these countries, Muslim countries, in their mosques. But in the West, they are sugarcoating Islam. And why are they sugarcoating Islam? Because they can lie. They can simply lie. And they are lying. And they are deceiving. Because they want to convert people. They want to get people to Islam. They want to accept Islam so that they could be here. So when they are here, they will become in power. When they are over 30% of the majority, then you will see exactly what happened. And what happens when they are started to become in majority? When they start to come into majority,
because you're
when they start to become in majority, this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. This is what happens. So, are we Islamophobe when it comes to these things? Are we Islamophobe? So, when you read these kind of comments that I've shown earlier, let me show you another one because I stopped showing you the comments and I went into that to show you the reference of this. This is the same guy, SK Boy, and he went into another video of mine and he commented, "तेरी माँ की चूत में land, penis in the vagina of your mother." That's exactly what he said. So I have stated everything in these videos with all the references, what is written, exactly what is written. Why are they so pissed about it? Why are they so pissed about it when everything that I said it with references, with everything that I'm quoting and reading from the Islamic books, from the Islamic books. This is the same troll who said, come to India and come to India. He was threatening, come to India. Come to India. He's like, come to India. So let me show you another comment. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Okay. क्या हुआ रंडी की औलाद? What happened, oh child of prostitute? I piss on cross, मुंह में ले सबका. So take the in your mouth. Allah ka kafir ka Jesus Christ existence is not proved. All ka kafir ka and Jesus Christ existence is not proved. So last sentence you can actually read it. It's in English, but he said, take it in your mouth. Allah ka kafir ka. So take it in your mouth of kafir and of Allah. I don't know what Allah is. I don't know. Maybe he's saying Allah or whatever. It's all ka means for all means everyone, all ka, yeah, Allah ka. I don't know what he's trying to say. Maybe his Allah has a penis as well. So I don't know. So that's what he is saying. So he's pissing on cross and he says Jesus Christ existence is not proof. I don't know what kind of a Muslim he is to say Jesus Christ because he says Jesus Christ. He did not say Isa. So I don't know how he's actually commenting, but he was really, really pissed. By the way, this is me, blasphemy against Muhammad and Quran. So this is blasphemy against Muhammad and Quran. And in this video, he's trying to post this comment in a video which says blasphemy against Muhammad and Quran. So he cannot be a non-Muslim. He has to be Muslim. So probably he did not want to say Allah. He wanted to say all, yani everyone, and kafir ka, and of all the kuffar. So he wants me to give a blowjob to all these people. In fact, so that's what he's trying to say in reality. And he calls me a child of a Rendi, prostitute. So now we see ke, why are these people so angry? Why do they want to do all this? Because that's what Allah says that they should do. That's what Allah said that they should do. The only reward of those who make war upon Allah and His Messenger and strive after corruption in the land. Let's read some easy English. Indeed, the plenty for those who wage war against Allah and His Messenger and strive upon earth corruption is none but they be killed or crucified, or that their hands and feet be cut off from the opposite side, or they be exiled from the land. and this is a disgrace for their world and this world and afterworld, whatever, whatever. So, jihad is prescribed upon you. It is an obligatory thing. You have to do that. But if you would not do that, what is going to happen? You will be killed. You will be killed. Why are they, or crucified? Yes, or their hands and feet be cut from the opposite side. Now the question is, why? Because Allah said so. Simple. Because Allah said so. Is there any other reason for that? Check this out. This is an older comment. This is an older comment. Let me show you another comment. This boy, now he knows me and he is saying this. So he said, the media is lying to you. Go to Pakistan. Trust me, you will love there. Either he is not from Pakistan or he thinks that I was really young when I went out of Pakistan. I don't know what happens in Pakistan. I don't know which one is true because he cannot be this idiot to know that I do know exactly what happens in Pakistan. But I don't know why this guy has to be this idiot not to know the basic facts that I know about Islam much more than him, much more than him. So why do they want me to go to Pakistan? You can imagine why, right? You can imagine why. Let me show you Yusuf Istad. Yusuf Istad, tell us about how you feel and what you want to do to an old man.
Yes, there's another question here. This is related to the hadith of Ali radiallahu anhu in the battlefield. How do we remain steadfast in the face of our enemy whom openly mocked our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? This question is from a sister.
Okay, that's a very good question. What do we do when somebody insults our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The first time it happened to me, I was at George Mason University giving a speech. After the speech, one came up to me. He's not Muslim. He was an old man, actually, and he knows Arabic, and he came in my face, and he said, "What do you say about a 53-year-old man that has sex with a 6-year-old girl?" Whoa, when he said this, I almost passed out because I couldn't believe anybody would talk like this. I couldn't believe somebody would say something like this. I knew what he meant by what he said. I was so upset. I started taking my coat off. And I would give it to the sheikh who was with me. I said, just hold my coat. I'm going to go on this guy. And as I was taking my coat off, I looked at him and I said, this depends on your question. If it's a rhetorical question, or if you're insulting my prophet, in which case I'm going to take you out back and beat your head off your shoulders. He said, no, it's rhetorical. I said, in this case, it doesn't need an answer.
Do I literally have to say anything? Do I literally, like, should I say anything more? This Yusuf guy is not in Pakistan. He's in the West. And on a stage, he said, he did not say it, but he pointed it out of a gun, his finger, his hand has a gun, and I'm gonna pick you and take your head off. So you see, these are the same people who would come up on a Western media and say Islam is peace. And these are the same people when they're standing and talking in front of their own Muslim Ummah, they would say these. So I'm just showing you that in the West, these people are saying these things. But they are saying these things when they are standing in front of their own Ummah. And very few, but you see, these comments and all of these things matters to you guys, not to me. Not to me. I already know what Islam is inside out. I have been part of it. I have been part of it. Sorry guys, I had some internet problem. I hope you can hear me now. I hope. Sorry about that. Okay. Yes. All right. Sorry, I had a blackout for a little time, so my internet got disconnected for a time being. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So where was I? Yeah. So in reality, this is the true essence of Islam, and one cannot deny that. And I see I lost like 20 people just because I got disconnected for 60 seconds, but fair enough. Sometimes it happens. What can we do, guys? There are certain things where I actually do not have any control on, unfortunately. Mm, and we can see this. So, guys, let's go back to the Quran. It says, fight them. Allah will chastise them at your hand. Chastise them? Chastise them? Okay, this guy says, punish them. Punish them. I need a better translation. Hmm. Yazibu. Okay, let me see if I can get a better translation for this word, because these guys are, as always, you know, they have to be, they have to write the translation in a very, very nicer way. So let me see if we can find. All right, 914 Arbery. Submit. What does Arbery say? Okay, he says chastise. Okay, fair enough. torment them, chastise them by your hand, and etc., etc., etc. That's the reality. So you have to fight them so that they will be punished, they will be tormented, they would be chastised. Yeah, Palmer actually said it right. That would be the most accurate translation for it. And wow, Quran browser. Sometime Quran browser doesn't work as it is. 914. Submit. And we see Palmer. Kill them, fight them. God will torment them by your hands. See, that's more like it. You know, that's how the translation should be. And then you see, how can you run away from this subject? Let's go to 865 as well. Let's go Arbery first. Let's see what does Arbery says. O Prophet, urge on the believers to fight. If there be 20 of you patient men, they will overcome 200. If there be 100 of you, they will overcome 2,000 unbelievers, for they are the people who understand not. So fighting is prescribed, and O Prophet, wherever people you have, take them and do that. But if we go to, this is 65, if we just go to two verses below, go to 67, check what happens suddenly. It is not for any prophet to have prisoners. It is not for any prophet to have prisoners until he makes wide slaughter in the land. What does he until what does he do? He does a wide slaughter, killing, great slaughter in the land. You desire the chance goods of the present world, and God desires the world to come, and God is Almighty, all wise. So, why would Allah do that for eternity? So, you have this. So, fight in Allah's way and know that Allah is all hearing and all knowing. Jihad is the most compulsory part of Islam that you cannot run away from that subject. You just simply cannot. So and so that Allah cast terror into the hearts of unbeliever. 3151. We will cast into their hearts of the unbelievers terror, for that they have associated God, that for which He sent down never authority. Their logging shall be of the fire. So when we look into these things, and then we look into the threats and abuse that I receive, do you see now? Do you see any issue in those threats? I hope not. Now these threats actually make sense 100%. Now these threats that I have shown you, do they make 100% sense? All these threats, the cursing, the threat of killing, the threat of beheading, the threat of killing, the threat of killing, and all of these threats of beheading, killing, and effing words, and effing my sister, and effing my mother, and all that kind of stuff, do they make sense now? Because this is exactly what is prescribed by Allah and His Apostle. Why? I don't know. Go ask them. Go ask Allah. Why would He do that? You, why would He do such a thing? But that's what Allah does. Isn't that so? Right? Let me show you something. I've been showing you so many things today. Okay, let's do 973. Quran 973. Here we go. And it says, O Prophet, strive against the disbeliever and the hypocrites. Be harsh with them. Their ultimate abode is hell, and heedless journey is in. Fight against the disbeliever and the hypocrites, and be harsh upon them, and their refuge is hell, and wretched is their destination. So, why are you fighting? You are actually fighting with somebody who do not believe in Allah and His Prophet, who's a disbeliever. Full stop. Just because he is a disbeliever, just because he's a disbeliever. We'll see 66:9. It says, O Prophet, why do you prohibit yourself what Allah has made lawful to you, seeking the approval of your wife? And Allah is forgiving and wise. So, you are not supposed to prohibit yourself what Allah has ordained on you. I know the context of this verse is something different. You guys have read it. It is the fight of upon Maria bin Qubtiya. But the Muslimin actually uses this verse in junctions to many other verses, that what is prohibited, what is ordained, you cannot prohibit. So what is ordained, you cannot prohibit. And we also see in 9 123, and it says, O you who have believed, fight against those adjacent to you of the disbelievers, and let them find in yourself harshness, and know that Allah is with the righteous. Against those who are near to you, who are adjacent to you, who are near to you. So, as a Muslim who lives near me, he has to fight with me physically, or by his mouth, or by his tongue, or by any mean necessary. Toby, you cannot compare Bible with Quran. These are uncomparable things. It's something like, if you want to compare, I'm just giving an arbitrary example. Can you compare a gutter, a manhole, a dump site with a beautiful garden? You can't do that. I know you want to show this, you want to show the Bible, but there is no reason, because there is no comparison. When we are talking about filth, how can you compare it with a garden of roses? You are showing garden of roses. How can you compare garden of roses with the filth, right? So you just simply cannot do that. Okay, we do have a fake Sham Shimon in our chat for sure. Is this fake? This is not the sign of Sam Shimon anyways. Okay, I verified. Can somebody please remove this Sam Shimon, the fake Sham Shimon? All right, thank you, CD. Yeah, I just verified with Sam, and he verified that it wasn't him. All right. So we had a fake Sam Shimon in my. So now this is the correct Sam. Sam, we have your lovers here, man, who wants to come up and we have your lovers, man. Some people really loves you, brother. They love you so much. So this is the reality of Islam, that if you are living next to a a Muslim, you can never feel, you should never feel safe. You should never. Because if he knows his religion, you have a big problem. You have a big problem. For the time that they do not know their religion, it's all good. They are they are very good, humble people. A lot of them are very good, humble people. But for as long as they do not know their religion, once they know their religion, they actually have two options. Option number one, leave this evil, filthy cult. And option number two, become what it says you to become. Hence, you do not know whether this ticking time bomb will actually blast, or will this ticking time bomb will actually remove the ticker and not be a bomb anymore. So you do not know what this particular thing will actually do, whether it will explode or whether it will actually become a tuss bomb, which will not actually tuss. So realize the fact. And at the same time, when I was watching the program today with DCCI Ministries, man, there are so many fake ex-Muslims. So many fake ex-Muslims. And sometimes feel pity. I that I sometimes literally feel pity about them. I do not want to say anything more, because like, how can you know this evil, filthy cult and still remain in it, and still remain in it? There is a level where you actually have to say, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of this filth. But they do not. They do not. Because now, when we say these things, you know, yeah, there are so many fake ex-Muslims. That is correct. Let me go back to my subject. If you belittle Muhammad, if you belittle Muhammad, what should happen to you? No matter how nice words you could use, no matter how nice word you could use, you will not run out of the subject that as soon as you belittled Muhammad, you will be killed. Full stop. Full stop. AP is asking, what is a fake ex-Muslim? Fake ex-Muslim is that he became an ex-Muslim just to get some benefit. And once he has received those benefits, for example, he he found in love with a Christian lady, he accepted Christ, marries her, have sex with her, and now after 3 months, 4 months, 6 months down the road, he said, okay, I don't like Christianity, I'm going back to Islam, bye bye, tata. Now either you make make your children live as a Muslim with me, or get lost, I will marry another one because I can simply divorce you, bye bye, tata. And I had my fill with you, I just wanted you, I needed you, I enjoyed you, I tasted your honey. That's what Muhammad said. Tasted your juice. Now I do not need you anymore. That's called fake as Muslims. that is happening. I was today I was listening, and I was literally amazed when I not amazed, like, man, sometimes English words don't come in the right action. Um, I don't know, my mind was blowing when I was listening to those things. So that's a fake ex-Muslim. How would you know? Let me bring Sam. Maybe he would know how to know whether a person is a fake ex-Muslim or a real ex-Muslim. Let's see if Sam has the time to come up. Sam, do you have the time to come up? If you do, you can join in, brother. But in the meantime, this is fatwa, according to the fatwa classes.
Yes, yes. That is insulting the Messenger of Muhammad sallallahu or belittling him, or spreading misinformation about him, or something like that. This is considered a major crime in Islam, and it has been to refer to the authority as soon as you are aware of that, and it has a capital punishment in Islam. Furthermore, do not mix between the person who did this crime and the group to whom he belongs, or his family, or his society, or his country, or something. That is a different thing. From the Islamic point of view, the crime does not spread. Only the person who committed that, person who directly took part of that or facilitated that, etc., that is the person who should be brought to justice. Not like some Muslim, for example, trying to carry or outspread the action of a person and reflect that on the whole group or whole country sometimes, or whole belief. This is a misunderstanding and a wrong action. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran in many places that a soul is not carrying the burden or the mistakes or the sins of another. It does not transfer. We have to know these limitations. And the rule in Islam regarding this is very straightforward. At the time of the Messenger Muhammad himself, he used to forgive. The Messenger Muhammad used to forgive, never taking revenge for himself. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him in the Holy Quran, we will suffice you from those who mock you, the Messenger Muhammad. And that was the etiquette of the Messenger Muhammad. But after the death of the Messenger Muhammad, the crime now against the Messenger Muhammad is considered a crime against all Muslims.
So, can it be any more clearer than this? The sword 88. Would you like to come up? Would you like to come up and refute anything that I stated? Anything that I stated. I stated a lot. It's been over an hour. I've been stating these things. Would you like to come up and refute anything that I stated so far? Killing of an ex-Muslims, whoever belittles Muhammad, insults Muhammad, capital punishment means kill him. Quran proclaiming jihad 100%, to go out and be in fight always. It's obligatory, it's ordained on you. Whoever sees an evil, which is munkar, whoever rejects the teaching of Muhammad and his Allah, you should fight with him with your hands, with your mouth, in any way or form. Would you like to come up and refute anything that I have said? Anything from what I said? So if you have the courage to refute anything, there you go. This is the link. Come up and prove that. There you go. Which thing that I said that you would like to refute? And if you do not refute it, if you cannot refute it, because you simply cannot, why would you actually be like that? Why would it be like that? That's it. That's all. Mr. Sword, Mr. Sword 88. Do you condemn all these messages that they are sending to me, your brothers and sisters who are sending to me these messages, all these stupidities that they are saying to me? Do you condemn any of them? Do you condemn any of their comments? Do you condemn any of their filthy language? Do you condemn any of their proclamation of killing an ex-Muslim, me, and all the ex-Muslims? Jihadist was very clear. He would behead humbly, not humbly, but humbly. Man, that's a humble is a English word as well. So Imam Humble from the madhab of humble. Do you condemn any of them? See now what happened to the sword 88? Why did he just simply went all quiet? Do you condemn it? Do you condemn it? Now answer. Siddharth, thank you so very much. God bless you, brother, as well. Do you condemn anything that I stated so far? Any other Muslim? Any other Muslim who would condemn that? See, that's it. So you do not condemn any of this. Thank you for acknowledging that you do not condemn any of this, because if you are knowledgeable in your own religion, you cannot condemn it. That's as clear as it is. This is clear. So imagine, guys, this stupid is coming back and saying, condemn what? He has been here from the last 1 hour. He has been here without a doubt. And I asked all these things. And he went quiet. And after that, he comes up and says, condemn what? And I did share my link for him to come up live. He won't come live. So imagine, he's not condemning anything. He's not condemning a single thing that I said. He's not condemning the killing of an ex-Muslim. He is not condemning the hadiths of Muhammad where he said that if you see a munkar, fight with him, stop him. He does not condemn that they be killed or crucified or their hands and feet be cut off from the opposite side. He does not condemn a person who marries a child, a pedophile. He does not condemn it. His prophet was a pedophile. He does not condemn it. He does not condemn any of these actions whatsoever. Thank you, Brother Mark. God bless you. So that's why I say, when you know your traditions and your Islam, the only thing remaining is that you either become one or you leave that evil filth. But he becomes one. He asked me a question, do you even know what a pedo is? Alright, let me show you what pedo is. By the way, Muhammad is the pedo. Let me show you what pedo is.
If you look just at the Quran, you will get the indication that you can have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. If you just read the Quran, it is halal. It would be halal to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. And the ones who had never been pubescent before.
If you look at the Quran, you can marry, have sex with, and Muhammad just did that. He married a 6 years old and had sex with her at the age of 9. That's called a pedo. Do you want to know more about pedo or pedophilia, Mr. Sword? Do you want to know more? Okay. He would use, but we would use hadith too. This means nothing. Send me the hadith. I will show it on screen. Send me from Bukhari, from Muslim, from Sunan ibn Dawood, from Sunan ibn Majah. Give me any hadith from the Kitab al-Sitta. Show me. Show me where it says that the girl has to be over the age to be married. Give me the hadith number. Let me show it on screen. There you go. Carolina is sharing a fatwa as well for you, Mr. Uh, Pedo. Okay, Sword 88. Give me the hadith which says that Aisha at the age of 9 was pubescent and not prepubescent. You have Sahih Muslim, you have Sahih Bukhari, you have Sunan ibn Majah. Give me the hadith. Give me the hadith. Sword, give me the hadith number. So imagine I'm asking you to give me the hadith number. Come on, Sword. Stop tap dancing. Give me the hadith. I'm waiting. Come on, brother. See, that's how easy it is. I'm accepting your narrative. Give me the hadith which actually says she was she had puberty. You cannot give me that. Let me give you. Sahih Bukhari 6130. Aisha narrated. Aisha herself said, I used to play with the dolls in the presence of the Prophet, and my girlfriends also used to play with me. When Allah Messenger used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves. But Allah Prophet would call them to join and play with me. Playing with the dolls and similar images is forbidden, but it was allowed for Aisha at that time as she was a little girl and not yet reached the age of puberty. And the reference is from Fath al Bari, page number 143, volume 13. So, Mr. Sword, I'm still waiting. What are you going to give me? So he said, narrated Aisha, the wife of Prophet, I had seen my parents following Islam since I attained the age of puberty. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 1, book 8, hadith 465. Okay, let me show you that. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. Let's see. Sahih al-Bukhari will going to kill Sahih al-Bukhari or not. Hadith, let me just try to figure out how to search that. Okay, Bukhari, volume 1, book 8, hadith 465. See, now I am doing his work. Okay, 465. This is what? Volume 1, book 8, 454. This is 454, 465. Let me just go to 465. 465. Okay, guys, sharing my screen. Okay, guys, this is volume 1, book 8, hadith number 465. All right, exactly what he said. Sahih al Bukhari, volume 1, book 8, hadith 465. Okay, same thing, right? Check this out, guys. Let's read. The wife of the Prophet, I had seen my parents following Islam since I attained the age of puberty. Not a day has passed but the Prophet visited us both in the mornings and evenings. My father Abu Bakr thought of building a mosque in the courtyard of this house, and he did so. He used to pray and recite the Quran in it. The pagan women and children used to stand by him and look him with surprise. Abu Bakr was a soft-hearted person and could not help weeping while reciting the Quran. The chief of Qurayshi pagans become afraid of that, and etc., etc., etc. Where does it says that when Aisha married Muhammad, she had attained the age of puberty? Where does it say that? She had seen her parents being Muslim since she attained puberty. So, where does it say that she was married to Muhammad after she attained puberty? After she attained puberty. I'm still waiting. Or by the way, the word is not okay. Word is not puberty, guys. The Arabic word is kalat lam akil. Akil is not puberty. Okay. Akil is not puberty. You need to understand this very important fact. Like a lot of these people, they actually do not translate the word right. They do not translate the word right. Okay. So puberty is not akil. Akil means she came into senses, and she can come into senses at a very young age as well. So a person who is 5 years old can come into senses. The word in Arabic is akil. Let me show you in Google Translator for the sake of everyone so that they would know that I am not lying about it. Let me share my screen the other way around so that I could flip the tabs. There you go, guys. Qalat lam akil abwi. She said, I did not understand. Not understand my parents, the reference is different. So abwi will remove ab. To make sense of things. I have senses. Al akil. It has nothing to do with puberty as well. Just an FYI. But even though, let's take the word akil as puberty, which has nothing to do with puberty. Nothing to do with puberty. 110% it has nothing to do with puberty. It is just being akil, being in senses. So when she was in senses. But once again, the the hadith is saying When she had the senses to understand and know, she saw her parents being Muslim. So when she became a person where she could comprehend and understand, and by the way, in Islam, a male has to be 7 years of age, male child, boy child, when he has to start offering prayer, and a female has to be 6 years old when she has to start offering prayer. So a 6 years and a 6 year female and a 5 year male, you have to tell them to start offering prayer and they will start offering prayer. That's the reality. And so you are akil at 6. And even in English, the attained the age of puberty is a falsified translation. And even if you translate it as is, it does not make any difference, because this is not even talking about her marriage at all. The hadith that I showed you about her marriage was absolutely clear. And I showed you, where did I showed you? This one. Hadith Sahih Bukhari 6130. Let me share it with everyone. And I can show you so many more on that subject. That's not even a problem. So, Sword 88, I'm still waiting now. I've shown you what hadith you wanted to be shown. And I've shown you the word age is not there. It is al-aqil. Qalat lam al-aqil abwi. It has nothing to do with puberty in itself. What else? Bro, it says puberty, but you don't accept it. Oh, it says puberty. Oh, wow. Bring your Arabic scholar, because you do not even know the basic ABCD of Arabic. I have shown you what aqal means. Okay, give me the Arabic word of puberty. Give me the Arabic word of puberty. Let me show you the Arabic word of puberty. Let me show you. Quran 64:5. 65:4. What was that? 65:4? Okay. And those who have not yet menstruated, mahiz minan nisa, okay, wa lam 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 yahidna lam yahidna. That's puberty. That's puberty. And those who have not yet aged the reach of puberty, who have not yet reached the age of puberty. That's the Arabic word for reaching the age of puberty. Akil, I just showed you, it simply means being in senses, being knowing of what you are saying. That's it. Al akil. Just to make sense. Let me bring Google Translator over here again. That's what akil is. How can you make it as puberty? How can you make it as puberty? Give me any translation of akil which will actually say that. So, Sword, why are you lying to your own self? Why don't you come up live? There you go. I've sent the link before as well. Take a link again. Are you that scared? Are you this scared? Are you this scared? Show me. I have shown you a clear hadith. I've shown you a clear hadith. You want to go and change this clear hadith to show that, okay, in Islam, show me that you can actually marry a person which is, can you marry a person which is, which has not reached the age of puberty? Can you marry a person who has not reached the age of puberty? Can I please have the answer? Can you marry a girl who has not yet reached the age of puberty. Jamia al-Tirmidhi 1109. When the girl becomes 9, she becomes a woman. Oh my goodness. Okay, I told you, come up live, let's laugh together. Come up live, let's laugh together. Okay, let's see Jamia al-Tirmidhi 1109. Oh man, poor guys. May God have mercy on them. All right, check this out, guys. This is Jamia al-Tirmidhi 1109. Abu Huraira narrated that the Messenger of Allah said, an orphan is to be consulted about herself. Then, if she is silent, that is her permission. And if she refuses, then do not authorize it, means the marriage for her. Meaning, when she attains the age of puberty and refuse it. So she can only refuse it if she has reached the age of puberty. And if she has been silent, then it is her permission. And according to the sword, narrated by Aisha, 1109, Tirmidhi is narrated by Aisha. According to the sword, it is narrated by Aisha, whereas it is narrated by Abu Huraira. According to the sword, it says, when the girl becomes 9 years of age, she becomes a woman. Jamia al Tirmidhi 1109. This is Jamia al Tirmidhi 1109. The sword, which Google are you doing and which site are you going, where they are showing all the deceptive translations of the world? Where are you actually going? Are you literally this dumb to know that your Islam says that you can marry a prepubescent girl and this is not even a problem? This is the wrong hadith. Okay, guys, this is the wrong hadith. He said, what did he write? Jami al Tirmidhi 1109. Am I showing Jami al Tirmidhi 1109? Lord have mercy on them. Lord have mercy on them. These are the fools who thinks Muhammad is a prophet. Guys, I'm going to show you something. It's in Arabic. It's in Arabic, so you have to read the subtitles.
يعني كلام صحيح البخاري،
نعم.
كلام الفتح، كلام الحافظ في الفتح، كل ده بيقول انه الاتفاق على انه الكلام هنا على الصغيرة التي لم تبلغ الحيض بعد، يجوز تزويجها وإن لم يحدث وفاق تطليقها، والشرع قال هذا فعدتها كذا. مين اللي قال الكلام ده زي ما بقول لحضرتك كده؟ ولا لم يحدث؟
الصغيرة، يعني الصغيرة اللي هي لم تبلغ الحيض يجوز.
نعم.
يجوز
الكلام
تزويجها.
طبعا الكلام ليس كلامي، انما الكلام على ايه؟
يعني تبقى مثلا، يعني مثلا كم سنة؟ يعني 10 سنين، 9 سنين، 8 سنين،
لم يتحدث سن. الحقيقة لم يتحدث سن للزواج. لا، الشريعة الإسلامية كلها، هات لي حد يقول لي اتحدث سن بيوم، بسنة، ب10، ب15، ب20.
انت على كده بقى، انت ممكن وهي لسه طفلة بقى شهر او شهرين بقى،
ان شاء الله حتى يوم.
Even if she is 1 day old. Even this, if she is 1 day old. Finally, yes, no one disagreed. So no one disagreed that in Islam, you can marry a prepubescent girl even if she's 1 day old. Even if it is 1 day old. So imagine, this is the teaching of Islam. This is the real teaching of Islam. And Ahmed Ghani, what happened over here? Fair enough. This is the reality of the situation. Yeah, I saw that, Ahmed Ghani. Thank you. I saw that. All right. Okay. As if the little girls are going to understand what they are going being affected to. Exactly. They are offered. Why would a person call Muhammad to be a prophet who has this kind of a filth associated to him? Why would you ever call this kind of a person to be a prophet? How is this a prophet? You know, if you even have 2 cents of a brain, if you even have 2 cents of a brain, you wouldn't do that. Okay, now marriage is only contracted them. Show me where. Show me where. Show me where. Show me where marriage is only a contracting. Give me the hadith. Sorry, give me the Quranic ayah. Give me the Quranic ayah. Okay, let me show you. Now, sword, watch very carefully. Watch very carefully what I'm going to show you, because now I'm going to teach you, and then you can go to your scholars and you can ask them, because I just showed you everything. Now check this out. The sword, watch carefully. Let me zoom in for everyone. And those who no longer expect menstruation among your women. So the woman among your woman whom you have married, whom you had sex with. Sword, watch, listen now. Forget the text. Listen so that you can give me a better rebuttal rather than going in circle. Now listen and read. And those who have no longer expected menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not yet menstruated. So the woman, the girls who's who has not started, who has not reached the age of menstruation, if you divorce them, the period is still 3 months. Correct? Is there any doubt in it? The sword. Answer me. And those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not yet menstruated, their periods, both for both of them, the period of age, the period of waiting after the talaq, after the divorce, is 3 months. The idda is 3 months. Is that correct? It is not correct. What is it correct? So the sword Saab said, no, it's not. Okay, sword. What is it then? This is what the ayah is saying. Okay, he said yes. Okay, so he changed. So the idda is 3 months. So if, guys, understand what I'm saying. If you have menstruated or if you have not menstruated, means you are young, means you are 2 months old. The idda is 3 months. The idda is 3 months. We have all read that. All right. If you have not consummated the marriage, there is no idda. Quran chapter number 33, verse number 49. Sword, what do you have to say? Now tell me, for both of these verses, which tafsir should I show you? And who have believed when you marry believing women and then divorce them before you have touched them, i.e., consummated the marriage, then there is not for you any waiting period to concern them. And he previously said that marriage does not mean you have consummated the marriage, but idda is only necessary, idda only applies if you consume the marriage. If you do not consume the marriage, the idda is not applied on you. So when Quran says that you, when you divorce the girls who have not yet reached the age of puberty, their idda is 3 months. You are actually divorcing the woman who have not even reached the age of puberty, and you actually had sex with them. You consumed the marriage. You actually had sex with them. So, Sword, why do you say something which you don't even know about? My question again is the same. Why do you follow a pedophile prophet who allowed pedophilia? Why do you follow a pedophile prophet who allowed pedophilia? I'm not even going into hadiths right now. I'm not even going into tafsirs right now. And I can go to any tafsir. Tibri, Qurtubi, Jalalain, Ibn Abbas. I can go to any of them. Why would you not learn and leave this filthy cult of Muhammad? So you say she was pubescent or not, it does not matter. What matters is what's written. Who the hell are you? You are nobody. You have to follow what's written. So Muhammad married and had sex with Aisha at the age of 9. Sahih al-Bukhari narrates she was playing with dolls. They say that playing with dolls is only possible when she is pubescent, otherwise she cannot, because then doll become an idol. She was pubescent. Quran agrees to the fact that you can marry and divorce a pubescent girl. So you can have sex with 5 years old, have sex with, divorce her after 2 months, and she will be married to another person after 3 months. So she will have a gap of 3 months before she will be given to another guy who will defile her, and then another guy after 3 months, then another guy after 3 months. Every time you will have to give her 3 months. Why would you follow this pedophile prophet? Okay, now look how much locks they have on their brain. Show me the hadith which says that the dolls of Aisha does not have their heads on them. That the dolls of Aisha does not have their faces on them. So what is written, he is not going to accept. What is not written, he is going to add into it. I know you are feeling shame. I know you are feeling bad, but I would like you to feel bad and get out of this filthy cult of Muhammad. Because that's nothing more than filth. It's nothing more than filth. Your own scholars, even your Western scholars, they cannot defend this. They have to say it. They have to say it. And I've shown you Mimi Hijab, the broom-faced idiot, is saying that. Your Arab scholars are saying that. You are an idiot, fool. You are claiming otherwise. You have to provide me the proof. I am already providing you the proof which says she has not yet reached the age of puberty. I am providing my proof. You are rejecting this proof. You are the idiot who has to give me the proof. So, guys, imagine I am giving the proof that she is not reached the age of puberty. He has not given me anything. Now he says the burden of proof is on me. Which burden of proof? I am already proving that she has not reached the age of puberty by showing the Quran, by showing the hadiths, and he's saying whatever I am saying accepted. Okay, and then burden of the proof is on me. Is he an idiot or what? Like, did he even left the basic logic? Did he forgot about the basic logic? Like, man, this is aha. Lord have mercy on them. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Okay, the pedo now comes in and says the part was added in. You stupid idiot. They are actually referring to Fathul Bari. It's written right there. They are giving you the page number and volume number as well to explain why she was playing with doll. Are you this ignorant? Have you actually stopped reading as well now? Now, can you give me something which says that in Islam you can actually not marry a girl until she has reached the age of puberty? Can you show me? Can you show me something where you cannot marry? Otherwise, Islam is a filthy pedophile religion. So, is Islam a filthy pedophile religion? Yes. Did Muhammad married a child? Yes. In Islam, can if the sword is actually a Muslim boy, can he marry a child? Yes. Can he have sex with her and then let her go? Yes. Why does the sword not want to come up live? Because he knows he has no references. And that's what I want every Muslim to see. And that's what I want every Muslim to see. What our beloved the sword is doing right now, he's just dancing. He knows he has no reference, no nothing. He's just dancing. Okay, sword. Tell me what is good in Islam. Why do you still follow it? Why do you still follow Islam? What's so good in it? Where did you go now? Are you searching on Google? You will not find anything. Trust me. I've done all the searches that I can do. So, can you please tell me why do you still follow Islam? Come on, give me something. Give me something why you still follow Islam. Let's see if you have something. If you can convince somebody. I have 104 people right now watching. Tell me if you can convince them that there is some good in Islam. What is good in Islam? What can you give me to convince these 104 people to know that there is some good in Islam? Islam asks for jihad, for killing. Islam kills the ex Muslims. Islam kills anybody who wants to accept any other religion. Islam kills, they abuse because they cannot kill, and I've shown. Okay, the source says the prophecies of prophet. So the Islam is good because of the prophecies of prophet. Okay, prophecies of prophet, that's the thing that Islam is good about. Imagine I asked what is good in Islam. I asked what is good in Islam, and he says the prophecies of prophet. So the prophecies of prophet are in Quran, because according to you Bible is corrupted anyways. So if Bible is corrupted, then how can you get prophecies from a corrupted book? And if you're getting from some prophecies from the corrupted book, then how does Islam is right? Because then Islam is corrupted anyways, because you're getting something from a corrupted book. Now, secondly, it has nothing to do with what I asked. I asked, what is good in Islam? Why do you still follow Islam? I think the sword is a she, not a he. So I have very good doubts that it is a she, not a he, because that's why she is not coming up live. It's a female. So why are you not able to give me something good about Islam? What's good about it? Sir, I ask you, what is good in Islam? And the answer is prophecies about the Prophet Muhammad. Prophet, not even Muhammad. So in Bible, there is a prophecy that there will be a prophet who will come, who will be a pedophile, who will have 11 wives, at least 4 slave girls whom he will have sex with. He will bear child with a slave girl, Maria al-Qibtiya, Ibrahim, whose son Ibrahim will be killed, and this prophet will wage war on others, and he will get 20% of the booty from the war, including females. He will give the slave girls to his followers who will rape them. Uh, which book is this? I think this is the special book of Muhammad which we do not have it. Yeah, this is a special book which literally none of the Christians or the Jews have it. So I don't know. That's book that only he has it, brothers. Like brothers and sisters. हाँ बिल्कुल yes GOW yes मोहम्मद की टट्टी भी हलाल है मोहम्मद का पेशाब और मोहम्मद की टट्टी भी हलाल है you don't know that yeah the shit or and the piss and the blood of Muhammad is halal you can drink it Islam is a religion of urine Pe- okay let me show you then because you said that do you guys know that people used to drink the urine of Muhammad and it was considered to be something miraculous and they would wow that's a whew, 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 whew. Man Lord have mercy on them yeah people loved the urine of Muhammad they would have a cocktail of the blood and urine of Muhammad and they would eat it oh sorry drink it da, 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 da. Mhm. In the meantime, I think the sword will have enough time to find me a reason why he still loves, while he still, what is good in Islam, basically. Let me show you. Uh, So, guys, this is Khadam Rizvi. That's what our brother actually asked me. So, it will be in Urdu. I'm going to translate it. There you go, guys. So, the text written over here is that the companions of the Prophet Muhammad used to drink his urine for health. That's what the Urdu is saying. That the companions of Prophet Muhammad used to drink urine of Prophet Muhammad to get healthy.
ويستشفى بهم मैं पहली बार जुमला पढ़ा हाँ
So Khadam Rizvi is saying that when I first read this sentence, that they get healthy. They get healthy.
क्यों जी ਇੱਥੇ तक गल मुक जाती मैं पहले युस्तशफा नहीं पढ़ा
He said, I never read Yustasfa means they get healthy before this time. But today I even read this and I was so amazed.
पहली बारी मैं आज पढ़ा
I just read it for the first time.
फरमाया कि नबी अलैहिस्सलाम का पेशाब मुबारक पाक है
The urine Mubarak, the blessed urine of the Prophet Muhammad is halal, it's pak, it's not najas.
और आपका खून मुबारक पाक है
And his blood Mubarak is pak, his blood is pak.
और अगली जो इमाम ने बात की कहा कि सिर्फ पाक ही नहीं बल्कि इनके जरिए सहाबा शिफा तलब करते रहे
And it is not just pak, it is not just halal, it is not just neat, but rather the companions of the Prophet used to get health from it. And this is just the chanting.
ये जुमला मैंने किसी पहले नहीं पढ़ा कभी बयान भी नहीं किया तो पढ़ा मैंने पहली बार है ये लफ्ज अगले, पहले तो मैं बयान करता था, लेकिन ये पहली बार पढ़ा तो उस वक्त का नशा है कि जिनका पेशाब मुबारक जो है उसके अंदर शिफा मौजूद है, और बात सीन थे जो है वो तलब के लिए, और सहाबा हुजूर का पेशाब मुबारक और खून पी कर,
And the Sahaba, and he's like, man, what he's saying is so difficult to even. They used to drink his urine and his blood, and they used to get shifa, and it is pak, and it's all that. And this is a Sunni scholar of Pakistan.
शिफा हासिल करते थे.
So yes, that's a scholar of Pakistan which showed this, all of this, and Carolina has already shared a link where you can get all the references. Let me share one more as well over here. Let me share my screen. There was also a time when Malik ibn Sanin drank his blood on the day of Uhud and licked it up. The Prophet allowed him to do that and said the fire will not touch him. The Prophet allowed him to do that. Something similar occurred when Abdullah bin al-Zubair drank cupped blood. The Prophet said, woe to you from the people, woe to the people from you. He did not object what he had done. Something similar is also related when a woman drank some of his urine. He told her, you will never complain of stomach ache. The hadith of a woman drinking urine is sound. Al-Darqani followed the Muslim Bukhari who related it in Sahih. The name of this woman was Baraka, but they disagree about the lineage. Some said that she was Ayman, a wooden cup he has placed under his bed, which he would urinate during the night. One night he urinated it, and then he examined it. In the morning there was nothing in it. He asked Baraka about that. She said, I got up and I felt thirsty, so I drank it without knowing. The hadith is related to Abu Juraira and other, and this is in even in sunnah.com as well. You can go and read it. Now, this is the blood, drinking of the blood and drinking of the urine of Muhammad. This is Muslim scholar Qaid al Alias al Musa al Yushbani. Some of these references are here, some of these references are even sunnah.com. I'm going to share the link with you guys. Read it, watch it, verify it. Whatever is written here is authentic, nothing wrong. So, now, once again, the sword. Why are you still a Muslim? What is good in Islam? I am still waiting. What is good in Islam? What is still good in Islam? Come on. Kevin Rivera, I have been showing sword verses to begin with. My whole 1 hour of the early first hour, 45 minutes, was all about the sword verses. What is good in Islam? What is good in Islam? So we can see whatever this guy said, this girl said, is wrong. This girl has literally nothing. This girl knows nothing about Islam. So when she knows nothing about Islam, yet she believes in a pedophile, sex addict, maniac prophet who allowed killing and raping, who whose religion is incomplete without jihad, who has literally nothing in his religion other than warfare, because warfare is ordained on Muhammad and his followers. This is the Quranic verse that we started from. This pedophile follower, this pedophile prophet follower, who was not able to come up live, and I have given the stream link, yet she thinks why are you deleting her comment? Please don't delete her comment when she's not blaspheming. As long as she's not blaspheming, let her comment be there. Not a pedo stop line, just let her say that. That's not a problem. We have shown that he was a pedo. We have shown every Muslim can be a pedo. Every single Muslim can be a pedo. Every single Muslim can be a pedo. That's how easy it is. Every single Muslim can be a pedo. So, if Muhammad is a pedo, every Muslim can be a pedo. I've shown it, I've proved it. Quran 65:4 and Quran 33, 33:49. Quran 65:4 and 33:49. Combine both of them. Every single Muslim can be a pedo. Hadiths are clear on Muhammad's marriage of Aisha to be a pedo. And let's assume for the sake of argument, that Aisha at the age of 9 has attained puberty. For the sake of argument, even though none of the hadiths actually says that. None of the hadiths actually says that. Still, still, Muhammad at the age of 53 fucked, excuse my French, he raped a 9 years old child. If you are really a moral human being and not a follower of a filthy, stupid cult of Muhammad, leave this stupidity. And I know you do not like to be. I know you do not like to. Yet, this is what Islam is. That's the reality. And from the last 15 minutes that I've been saying one thing, give me one good thing about Islam. And imagine in the last 15 minutes, she was not able to give me one good thing about Islam. And that's all what I asked. I asked, give me one good thing about Islam. She was not able to do that. And she's only dancing. And all the people in my live chat who's watching, who have daughters or cousins or cousins' daughters, daughters of the cousins who are 9 years of age. Now look at a 9 years old age child and then look at a guy who's 53. Imagine the guy who can be almost a grandfather or at least a father, or even a grandfather. Imagine that kind of a guy is raping. I would call it a rape. I would literally call it a rape. A 9 years old child, which the height of 9 years old child might not even come cross the belly of that guy. And that fat, snobbing dude is climbing up on a 9 years old child. Now imagine that. And know how filthy this prophet is, so-called prophet is. Now imagine how filthy this so-called prophet is. That at the age of 53, he mounted a 9 years old child. At the age of 53, he mounted a 9 years old child. That is how filthy this idiot, maniac, sex addict, bastard is. And yes, Ajay Kumar, Ajay Kajur, you should feel sorry for her. You still feel sorry for her. She had nobody to save her from this moron, the sword master. There is nothing in Muhammad's life that you can call good. Literally nothing. He married the wife of his adopted son and removed adoption once and for all. That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. And you Muhammadans are calling him a prophet. You Muhammadans are calling him a prophet. May the Lord have mercy on you. And may you see how idiotic it is. How idiotic it is to follow this stupid, idiotic cult. And the sword, no matter what you say, you have not given any proof. I have engaged with you for over an hour. Literally, I do not engage with people like you for that long, but I just thought maybe you would learn and understand, but you do not want to. And when you give me the hadiths, which I have already shown and showed your lies, and you're still showing, copy pasting your own edited hadith, which is not even there, and I've shown all of these that you sent. It shows how demonic you are, how filthy you are, that you are looking at these things, yet you are regurgitating what is not written there. That's how demonic you are, because you follow this filthy idiot. And when you read the Bible and when you read the accounts of Jesus, you cannot show anything wrong in him. You cannot show anything wrong in him. You know why? You know why? Because he is the truth and the light and the life. The beauty of Jesus is that when you read the gospel accounts, even the atheists cannot say that he did anything wrong. He healed the sick, he gave sight to the blinds. And you know what Muhammad did when a blind came? When the blind came, he frowned and turned away. He frowned and turned away. This is what Muhammad did. This is what Muhammad did. He, the Prophet, frowned and turned away because there came to him a blind man. So a blind man came to Muhammad, and Muhammad frowned and turned away. Why? Hey, he might not ask him to heal him because he might have heard from some people that Jesus healed and gave sight to the blinds, and I am a false prophet. How will I give him sight? How will I give him sight when I am a false prophet? He will say, you said Jesus is just a prophet. No, nothing more. So if Jesus can give the sight, you can give the sight. Give me the sight. He frowned and turned away. That's what Muhammad is. And when it comes to women, he said, any woman who would like to give me her nafs can give me her nafs. He is like, any woman who would like to give me her nafs. When it comes to getting sex, when it comes to getting sex, the Quran verse revealed, any woman who want to give her nafs to me can give her nafs to me. And then he was so lustful that he went to a garden, and in that garden he saw a beautiful girl, and he said, give herself to me. There is nothing called in marriage. In the Arabic itself, it says, Habi nafsikalihi. Give yourself to me. That's what Quran says as well. Quran chapter number 33. I forgot the verse right now. Any woman who wants to give herself to the Prophet can do that. And then the girl said, I am a Malika. I am a princess. How can a princess give her nafs to an ordinary man? And she is like, eh, chapir, chapat. You stupid, foolish Muhammad. How can a princess give herself to you? That was the time when Muhammad didn't have enough power. Otherwise, he would have just simply taken her. Sex addict maniac. Don't you think if Jesus, who was healing the blinds, raising the dead, could have had so many women, any woman that he would have put hand on, she would have given herself to Jesus because of nothing, because like he was healing them, he was raising the dead, he was doing miracles after miracles. You will not find this filth, not even close to it. I do not want to compare, but at the end of the day, we have some filth followers over here. We have some filth followers over here. That's the difference between Jesus and this idiot, filthy Muhammad. So come to Jesus. Come to Jesus and leave this filth. There is no heaven with 72 virgins. It's a prostitute house. It's not a heaven, it's a prostitute house. You will be burning in hell assuming it's you are going to prostitute house. How can a God be this filthy to arrange a prostitute house in the heaven? How can a God be so filthy, demon possessed, to promise a prostitute house in heaven? That's only the God of Islam. Because Allah of Muhammad is the most false God in the history of false gods. In the history of false gods. And sword, once again, you want to go to Bible? Come up live. And we will read whatever verses you would like me to read together. And if you do not want to come up live, then enjoy. Then enjoy in the live chat because you have nothing. You go to the Muslim channels and their websites and pick up out of context verses, and I have read all of them. So whenever you will have the courage, you will find your Kapure to come up live, then come up. In the meantime, today you have been destroyed for over 90 minutes that you know nothing about Islam, and your prophet was a filthy pedophile maniac. And I've been very patient with you. So God bless everyone. We have seen the difference between Muhammad and his followers, and we have seen, hey, disaster, how are you? Shalom, peace of Christ. You are very late. Now I'm ending. If you have something to say and you want to come up live, that's fine. But you should actually watch my last live stream in my Urdu channel. And you should put comments in that Hakim's channel. I am calling him out, and I'm going to make short videos for that Hakim as well. That demonic, demon possessed Hakim who doesn't know jack about Islam, but he wants reference of everything. I will give him reference of everything. All right, guys, God bless you all. Have a blessed day, evening, or night wherever you are. Remember, Jesus is Lord. Muhammad is nothing more than a devil, and that's what devils does. And he did exactly and proved Bible to be true by doing all the devilish things that a devil could do. He was a liar, a pedophile, a maniac, a guy who lived by sword, rather died by poison. And the Jew lady who gave him poison, God actually made it authentic that the Jew lady said, if you are a prophet, you will not die of this poison. But if you are not, you will die of this poison. So God proved it that he was not a prophet. And the God of the Jews was far better than the God of Muhammad. That's how it is. And before I go, what should I say? What do I say, guys? Yeshua Akbarul Azim. Take care, guys. God bless you.